Zeratul. What do you want?
Believe. Kerrigan, I have been to the beginning. Behold, Xeras, birthplace of the Zerg. Here the Zerg evolved. And here, the Dark One altered them. Those left behind are the primal Zerg. They fight. They kill. They evolve. Just as you must, if you survive.
Char has long been home to the Swarm's primary hive cluster in the Kaprulu sector. Zerg and Terran factions vie for control of the planet. To reunite the Swarm, you will need to reconquer Char. Your first opponent will be the renegade broodmother Zagara. She will not surrender her brood to you without a fight. I cannot detect the Dark Templar. Is he hidden on the Leviathan, waiting to strike?
He's gone. Whatever agenda he's pursuing, he's not a threat to me. Not right now, at least.
Isn't anything not Zerg a threat to us?
Do not question me, Isha.
As you say, my queen.
Did the broodmother Zagara try to take you with her?
No, not powerful enough to command me. Only you.
If she lacks that power, how did she think she could command the swarm?
Adaptation. Place herself in situation where only option, evolution, force change on herself.
So she may have evolved into something much more dangerous. That will make things interesting. The Dominion sure made themselves at home while I was gone. Once I've reclaimed my forces, General Warfield is getting evicted.
One of your broodmothers, Zagara, refuses to acknowledge that you are the Queen of Blades. Before you can reclaim Char from the Terrans, you will need to bring her brood back into the fold. Zagara's brood is currently huddled in Char's acid marsh, where you stored millions of eggs for future use. From the location of her hive cluster, it appears Zagara intends to gather as many eggs as she can.
She's trying to build an army. But how will she hatch the eggs?
She can place them in a birthing pond to quicken. I have located our hive cluster near one such pond.
Then I'll collect enough eggs to spawn an army and destroy Zagara. Out with it. Push ahead. Let's get this over with. You have my attention. This world is mine. Get going. Let's get this over with.
You are not the Queen of Blades. You are a weak and pathetic Terran creature. Leave Char while you can. These eggs and the swarm belong to me.
Out with it. The swarm never rests.
Zagara has drawn the attention of some feral banelings. They are attacking her.
Speak.
Zagara has deep tunneled back to her base to recover her strength. She will return.
We have met the enemy in
Banelings
combat.
very useful. Morph from Zerglings. Any Zergling can morph to Baneling.
Nothing stands. Something is different about this nest.
This baneling nest is ready to hatch immediately.
I can sense the unhatched eggs. Now I just have to get them before Zagara.
More minerals.
Out with it. Get going. Let's get this over. The swarm hungers. The swarm never rests. Who asked you?
We require more. Did you think you were rid of me?
Who asked you? There's not much time. Nothing stands in my way. Get going. The swarm never rests. What is it now? Yes? The swarm never rests. What is it now? The swarm hungers. You have my attention. Get going. Let's get this over with. Push ahead. Nothing stands. Speak quickly. The swarm never rests. Let's get this over with. This world is mine. Out with it. Nothing stands in my way. Let's get this over with. They have my attention. What is it now? Push ahead. There are more eggs nearby. Quickly.
Warning, a wave of Zerglings is approaching our hive cluster.
Out with it. You have my attention. Out with it. The swarm never rests. Push ahead. Let's get this over with. Get going. Speak quickly. Who asked you? Yes? There's not much time. Speak quickly. Nothing stands in my way. Push ahead. This world is mine. Let's get this over with.
This will not stop me.
Push ahead.
We found several infested Terran structures nearby. They seem to be of interest to the feral Zerg.
I'll destroy them if I get a chance. We have met the enemy in combat. The swarm hungers. Let's get this over with. There's not much time. Yes? Swarm hungers. Let's get this over with. The swarm never rests. Push ahead. There's not much time. Nothing stands in my way.
I have returned, and now you shall pay.
You have my attention.
We destroyed one of the infested Terran structures. One more remains.
Get going. There's not much time. Yes? Out with it. The swarm never rests. This world is mine. Get going. Nothing stands in my way. There's not much time. The swarm never... Halfway there. Speak quickly. Get going.
Our forces are under attack.
The swarm hungers. There's not much time.
The hive cluster is under attack.
I sense more eggs. Here.
Don't think finding those pathetic baneling nests will save you.
The swarm never rests. You have my attention.
Our forces are under attack.
Who asked you? You have my attention. Out with it. Nothing.
Enough. While you've been stealing eggs, I've been making troops. Let me show you how Zerg fight.
Now. Let's get this over with.
Warning, a huge swarm of Zerglings is approaching our hive cluster. We should defend with all available forces.
No, this cannot be.
This world is mine. Nothing stands in my way. Push ahead.
Our forces are under attack.
Yes? Let's get this over with. There's not much time. You have my attention. What is it now? Let's get this over with. this over with. There's not much time.
You are not powerful enough to kill me.
Nothing stands in my way. The swarm never rests. There's not much time. Out with it. Who asked you? What is it now? Nothing stands in my way. The swarm never rests. Yes? Get going. What is it now? Who asked you? The swarm hungers. This world is mine. Who asked you? What is it now? Push ahead. Nothing stands in my way. Let's get this over with.
Our drones are under attack.
Brood Mother Zagara is 1/4 of the way to collecting the eggs she needs.
Our forces are under attack.
Yes? What is it now? There's not much time. Get going. This world is mine. You have my attention. Nothing stands in my way. What is it now? Just a little more. Out with it. This world is mine. The swarm hungers. Yes? There's not much time. The swarm never rests. Get going. Who asked you? The swarm hungers. There's not much time. Who asked you?
Our forces are under attack.
We destroyed the last infested Terran structure.
What is it now? Nothing stands in my way. The swarm hungers.
Mineral field depleted.
This world is mine. I have enough eggs. Abathur, infuse the birthing pond. Get those eggs to hatch for me.
Simple. Catalytic solution. Accelerated quickening. Army ready in a moment.
And now, Zagara will regret crossing me.
Our forces are under attack.
Out with it. This world is mine. Nothing stands in my way. Out with it. Who asked you? Speak quickly. This world is mine. What is it now?
Mineral field depleted.
The swarm never rests. You have my attention. Speak quickly. What is it now? Get going. Push ahead. Nothing stands in my way.
Our forces are under attack.
Yes? The swarm hungers. Push ahead. Get going. This world is mine. Let's get this over with.
Such power! How can you control so many?
What is it now? This world is mine. Who asked you?
Our forces are under attack.
Nothing stands in my way. What is it now? Yes?
Our forces are under attack.
Nothing stands in my way.
Forces are under attack.
There's not much time. The swarm never rests. Get going. Push ahead. Nothing stands in my way. This world is mine. Let's get this over with. The swarm hungers. There's not much time. The swarm
Our
never rests.
forces are under attack.
Get going. Nothing stands in my way. You have my attention. Push ahead. Get going. The swarm never rests. Nothing stands in my way.
Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted.
Get going. Nothing stands in my way. Who asked you? You have my attention. Let's get this over with.
Mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack.
Kill her.
I only did as you instructed, my queen.
Hold. I told you to rebel against me.
You told all your brood mothers to be strong, to fight, to conquer. You said the Zerg lead by force of will. Your will is strongest, and I shall serve you.
I will let you live, Zagara. I want to rebuild the swarm, and you are a part of that plan.
You are my queen.
Zagara is here to serve your will.
Tell me, Zagara, how would you drive the Terrans from this world?
I would obliterate their fortress on the Dauntless Plateau. But the only way to reach it is through the Bone Trench. Be warned, the Terrans flooded our tunnels with lava. We will be exposed on the surface until we reach the plateau.
That doesn't concern me. Warfield has no idea what he's up against.
But what of the Zelnaga artifact? Could the Terrans still possess it?
They might, but I know it's not here on Char. It's no threat to us. Isha, all around me I see signs of the old Queen of Blades. But I can't remember why I held my forces here on Char for so long.
You were studying the future, planning for a great war.
What war? Explain.
You never told us. You only said that you had seen a vision of our extinction, and you wanted us to fight to the last.
I don't remember that. At all. Do you know why I beat you in battle?
You were stronger than I.
No.
Faster then.
No.
Do not toy with me, my queen. Tell me your secret.
Talk to Abathur in the evolution pit.
He will tell me?
He will change you. Go. The swarm is growing again. Now for you, Warfield. Reclaiming this world will send a message to your Emperor. I'm coming for him. Tell me about the changes you made to Zagara.
Brood Mother template already allowed complex problem solving, learning, ability to command broods, multiple focuses. Now added muscle density, expanded brain matter. Now able to hypothesize multiple scenarios, cognitive flexibility.
Perhaps I should add this to all future brood mothers.
Extraneous brain matter deemed unnecessary for broodmother role in swarm. Extra matter requires extra energy. Also leads to increased independence. This contradicts imperative. Zerg must present no danger to leader of swarm.
Times are changing. I want my minions as dangerous as possible.